Hey gang, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina, I am your host, and today I am taking a little opportunity to go over some information about car seats. So what I'm going to be talking about right now with you is identifying lower anchors and top tethers in your car, and also sort of just understanding latch installation and seatbelt installation for car seats. So every car seat can install in two different ways in a vehicle. One way is going to be with a seatbelt, and seatbelts are pretty easy and clear in terms of finding where they are in the car and spotting where their buckles are. Now you have another way to install a car seat, and that is going to be with your lower anchors and your top tether. So lower anchors are these little brackets that are down here. So in this outboard position in this Toyota Grand Highlander hybrid, you see we have one set of lower anchors here in this outboard position. We don't have any lower anchors in this center position, although we do have a seatbelt. And then over here on the other outboard position, we have two anchors for that guy. So both of these seats have a lower anchor, and this seat here does not. I am going to show you the top tether, because even though this seated position doesn't have lower anchors like what you see here, you're still going to have a top tether. So top tethers, I always goof this. Here we go. Why won't this come down all the way? Oh, you know what? It's there. Okay, so right here on the back of the seat, there's a little demarcation that reads top tether, and there's an anchor symbol that goes along with that. This is an additional bracket on the back of the seat, and we would definitely want to make sure that we don't confuse a top tether with like a luggage tie down or something like that. So the fact that this is marked is very, very useful, because it's just telling us where that goes. I'm going to have the cameraman stop for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and fold these other seats down to show you the top tether situation on those two as well. So on these seats over here, let's make sure I hit the right button this time. We have a top tether spot here, as well as here on the outboard position. Now, we still have a top tether on this seat, despite the fact that we don't have those lower anchors. Top tether is going to be used on a forward-facing car seat installation for a 5-point harness car seat, irrespective if you're using lower anchor or if you're doing seatbelt. So the point that I'm trying to get across is that if we were doing a forward-facing installation for any of these seats for a child that was still in a harnessed car seat, we would be able to pick any of these three positions, because we could use either the lower anchor or the seatbelt, and we'd still be able to top tether. Now, just to show in the very back row here, because this is a car with 6 2-bench rows, you can see we have top tether here in our center position, and we have a top tether here in our outboard, but we don't have top tether there on this position. And if I go ahead and sit the seat up here, what's interesting is that our lower anchors on our back have demarcation to let us know that they're there. So we have a lower anchor position there. We don't have a lower anchor position in the center, and I'm fairly confident here on the very end that we also would not have a lower anchor, but we'll just double check, and we don't. But these are the luggage rack pieces that we would want to watch out for, because remember, those are not the pieces that we hook up our top tether. That is very clearly delineated here. So this car actually is set up really nicely for car seats. There's a lot of cars that aren't. You get a lot of seated positions, and most of those positions do let you sort of pick and choose where you want to put your car seat. So very, very cool option. Just wanted to make sure that we touched on that, and just to let you. So as I mentioned before, this type of luggage hook right here would be something that we would, again, want to be careful of not hooking up in mistaking it for a top tether. And keep in mind, top tethers can be in a lot of unusual positions. So frequently in sedans, they're going to be on the top shelf that's behind the back part of the seat, and there could be SUVs as well as station wagons that'll have top tethers on the roof of the car. Again, this is why you should check your vehicle manual always to see where they are located, and it can be especially tricky in trucks So again, trucks will sometimes have them on the back of the seat or on the top of the headrest, and it may not even be a piece like this. It could be just a fabric loop. So different cars, different vehicles have different types of top tether, but remember, for that forward-facing car seat, we always hook up a top tether, irrespective if we're doing lower anchors or seatbelt. Hey friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina. I am doing a series of videos talking about some very basic car seat safety and just useful information. So if you found your way here, you have some curiosity about top tethers. So let's talk about how to find them on the car seat and then how we set them up. So I'm going to show a top tether here for this fabulous convertible seat. This is a ROMER Veni. Yeah, this is ROMER Veni, so this is a convertible seat, goes backward to 50 pounds, forward to 65, and when we do decide to put the seat in forward facing, we're going to want to make sure to hook up the top tether. It's the most important part about a forward facing car seat installation. So, on the back of the seat, you can see the top tether is right there. I'm going to go ahead and loosen that. It's usually a little easier if I can see what I'm doing, but I'm going here by memory and feeling it. There we go. So we've removed that there. And then I'm going to loosen it actually quite a bit, because in this car, which is this Toyota Grand Highlander, I'm going to hook up the tether to where it is on the back of the seat. And I am going to pull this seat down really fast to show, ideally, where that piece is. So that component that reads top tether, that's where that piece is going to hook up to. So we'll show you that right now. The most effective way to do it is to pull the seat over, and this type of tether is V. Some of them are just going to be one piece, and I'll show you an example of that in the next part of the video. But here we've done the V over the headrest. If it wouldn't go over in a useful way, we could always lift the headrest up and thread it underneath. Every book's going to be different about what you should do as far as that is concerned, but generally what they want is the root of least resistance, so your most direct connection. Alright, so I've tightened my tether, but not in a way that's crazy. As you can see, I still have some slack here. And then now I'm going to go ahead and install the car seat for forward facing. The seat will be easier to install if I loosen this slightly, raise that up, lift that up, and then here we've got our belt path. So I'm doing a seatbelt installation and still utilizing a top tether. I think sometimes people are under the misinformed theory that you would only use a top tether if you're doing a lower anchor. That is not the case. You will always do a top tether in any car seat that is a 5-point harness that can be forward facing. So I'm going to make sure my belt is all nice and snug. Then I'll go ahead and close my car seat to make it nice and tight. It's not moving. Our tether's pretty tight, but I'm going to go ahead and fully tighten it here. And now we have a car seat correctly installed for a forward-facing installation, because we have our belt as well as our top tether attached. I'm going to go grab my CYBEX Callisto, which is a rotating seat, which can be a little confusing for people. So hang out one second, we'll be right back with that. Okay, so now we're back with the CYBEX Callisto. This is a 360-degree rotational car seat, okay? So there may be some people that don't understand why you do a top tether on a rotational seat if you're going to be using it in a backward facing mode. Because the whole point of this that I kept harping on was that you want to make sure to do your top tether for forward facing. Because this seat can be installed one time and work backward or forward, they're going to ask you to attach the top tether irrespective of what mode you're planning to use it in. And this is true of most of the 365-degree car seats on the market. Not all of them. There's one Graco 360 seat where you don't do that, but for all the other rotating car seats that I'm aware of, you do utilize the top tether, even if you're planning on using the seat in backward mode. So this is an example of where our top tether is a single strap. So when I do it, instead of going over the top of the headrest, I'm actually going to lift that headrest up and go underneath to attach it to its tether point on the back of this seat. And unlike the other seat that we just saw, I'm going to go ahead and install this one with lower anchor. So I have my lower anchors. They're going to follow my blue belt path. I'm going to lengthen my anchors just so I have enough space to hook them on. I've got the one on one side. I can physically pull the seat over to make sure I've got access to my other anchor, making sure those straps aren't twisted or crooked and that they are in the top heavy position in the up. And now I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this down. And this is where it's helpful to be a little smaller. Now I'm going to go ahead and close this guy, and that is nice and tight. And now I'm going to give my tether an additional tighten on the top. So I've got my lower anchors attached, I've got my top tether attached. I'm going to go ahead and recline the seat to wherever I want it. I can turn the seat toward me to take the kiddo in and out. But let's say I picked up a child that was older and I wanted to have this seat for a big kid. I can go ahead and do that responsibly, because that top tether piece has already been attached and it's not something that I'm going to have to worry about doing because it's just done. So that is sort of the difference with your 360 seats versus convertible and all-in-one seats as far as top tether is concerned. But we just wanted to make sure that our customers understood lower anchors, seat belts, top tethers, and why we want to hook these items up in the proper manner so that we don't goof it up. And remember, your car manual is your best friend. You definitely want to consult that when you're installing your infant car seat. And if you can't find it, you should be able to go online and find a digital copy of it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and check out some of our other car seat videos.